I'm here with Mr. Charles Simon, and we're going to talk about the air conditioning system that Jon Wayne installed for him a couple days ago. Mr. Simon, overall, what was your experiences with Jon Wayne Heating and Air Conditioning?
Well, I'll tell you, from the very beginning, when Mr. William White came to my home, he set up an appointment to come in and just see what my needs were. And then he said, well, I'll get back to you. And we set up another appointment, and he came back. And it was totally professional throughout the whole experience. And we went over, and he had this machine and measured air from the ducts and got the flow of every vent that was in the house to include the new addition to the home that I had added on, and evidently even found some mistakes I had made through my own home repair work. And it was very informative. He answered all my questions. I think I got on his nerves when I started asking about, well, what does this do? How does it work? How does this show us what to do? But yet, totally professional, explained everything right down to layman's terms so that even my dumb self would know exactly what to expect when it was time to come. Then he came back a second time, and that's when we discussed the types of systems that were available and the energy efficiency of each one and the cost of each one, and to include what services were going to be included and what were not going to be included in the purchase price. At first, I felt that it was a little high, but then we got into the warranties and the service contracts and service agreements, and I found out no one else that I had talked to through the different competitors that had come by had even come close to the warranty of the equipment, the service of the equipment, and the continuing service even after the installation was done. And you know, in the winter, as you get older, people don't want to turn on their furnace. You're afraid of gas and this, that, and the other thing. Well, they come and do it for you. It's part of the service agreement. When winter service is due, they come out and do it. You call up, they come. And I found that was such a relief in itself that everything involved just made it worthwhile. And then with the financing package available, the terms were so affordable that I was able to get the top of the line equipment that was offered by Jon Wayne, and I'm just totally satisfied with everything.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most satisfied?
Well, I'd have to, since perfection is something that no one can truly achieve, but something we all strive for, I would give Jon Wayne 9.999, and we don't round up because that 1/1000th of a percent gives you something to strive for.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you for your wonderful comments, and I wanted to thank you for doing business with Jon Wayne Heating and Air Conditioning, and welcome to our family.
Well, thank you, but I have one more thing to say.
Oh.
When the guys came to install, that was another experience in itself. Yeah, the team leader, and it made me feel like I was back in the military. I mean, it was really great. You got this guy, Travis, came in with 2 helpers, and Tim, who was probably the biggest of the team, was the guy that went up in the attic, and I found out he was also the least experienced as far as leadership went, but knowledge, and what he didn't know, what got me was he would ask Travis questions while Travis was installing the furnace, and Travis would stop, answer the questions, and Tim would go back out with Dustin, the other helper, and start installing the unit outside. Then they went back up in the attic, reconnected everything, and I've just been cool ever since.
Very good. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome, and I really thank Jon Wayne for being able to service my home. And my neighbors have asked about the company. Your sign is in my front yard, and your cards have been distributed.
Very good.
I totally, because I've worked in customer service and in the military, your reputation and your word is still the strongest bond you have with anybody. And so far, everything that Jon Wayne has promised, he has come through with. It's just been a great experience for me and my wife, and it's just great overall.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Okay.
Have a great day.
You too.